Hi, everyone. My name is Erica Fulcher, and I am a licensed esthetician based out of West Hollywood, California. This is my beautiful treatment room. We are live, so I'm doing my very best. I'm located inside Taylor Rose Hair Studio on Santa Monica Boulevard, and I'm so excited to be the first ever SD spot esthetician to give you guys tips and to share my expertise with you. Today, we're going to be talking about spa etiquette. This is so important to me. I have a strong background of customer service. My career started working at the W Spa in Westwood, California at Bliss. I was a spa concierge, and that was really the starting point for my aesthetics career and really taught me everything that I know, as well as right now, aside from doing my treatments and aesthetic services, I work for a beauty company called Beauty by Design, where I am an online esthetician, chatting with people from all over the world, giving them skin tips and recommending products and just helping them reach their skincare goals. So today I hope that you guys are able to learn something from what I'm going to share with you, or just be reminded of the importance of spa etiquette. Um, my favorite saying is that just because somebody is getting a wax or a facial does not mean that I don't have to look my best. Your client, they are owe that type of respect for you to be presentable. And you know the old saying, dress for success. So, with that being said, the first topic that I do want to address is our spa appearance. Being your own boss, it requires a lot of discipline. I'm definitely guilty of rolling out of bed and just throwing on a t-shirt and some tights, but then I always regret it. You always want to look your best. I found that it's simple to just simply wear all black, or you can wear all white, or wear scrubs. That is probably the easiest way to not have to worry about what you're going to wear. And with that said, we also want to be aware of our fragrances. You know, we deal with clients that have many allergies. So avoid those heavy fragrances and stick to something that is more earthy or a fresh scent so that we don't have anyone sneezing or disrupted. Um, I forgot to mention that customers, they make a decision within 2 minutes when they walk into an establishment if this is the place for them. So it's so important that from beginning to end, especially in the beginning, that they are feel like they are in the hands of someone that they can trust. What we do is all about trust. There's a million people that they can go to, and they choose to come to us. They choose to trust us with their skin health. So it's really, really important. Um, so that's what I was saying about appearance. So another thing that I've experienced as a client and that I've witnessed as a professional is wearing jewelry and long nails. Let's try to keep our nails short. Let's try to avoid wearing rings that might cut our client's face or just have any type of disruption during the treatment. Long dangling earrings, although you may feel that they're not going to get in your workspace or on your client's face, we're using different modalities. We're turning to the left, turning to the right. The last thing that we want to do is get any jewelry stuck in someone's hair or just have any complications. It's very uncomfortable for our clients, as you all know, to feel any type of discomfort. And we want them to feel their very best because this time is about them and they're relaxing, right? So it's very important that we are just always dressing for success, regardless of who it is, how long you've known them, and no matter where you're at. The next thing that I want to address is appointments. So This is so important. And this really starts with the customer service when they're calling to book the appointment. When someone's calling, more than likely they were either a referral or they yoked us or they seen us off Instagram. Who knows where this person is coming from? Especially for those of us that are independent contractors, or if you're using your cell phone as your business line, during business hours, whatever your set hours are on your website, on your Yelp, on your Instagram, whatever social network, it's really important that you are answering your phone in a business manner and professionally, not hello, more like thank you for calling Rude Beauty. This is Erica. How can I help you? Or you can simply answer, this is Erica. There's been too many times for me personally that I've gotten a text message and I didn't know who it was because it wasn't in my contacts. And I accidentally replied, who is this? Or I called back and I said, hey, I had a missed call. And people forget that they've even reached out to your business. And you end up losing that potential client because they are kind of startled or confused. So the best way is to answer professionally and always represent yourself and your brand as you're running a business. It doesn't matter how big you are, your new experience, let's always answer the phone professionally. At the same time, when you are on the phone and explaining to your clients about your services and your treatment, it's always best to listen first. Listen to what your client is saying. You'll be surprised how many people have absolutely no idea what a facial is. They may have just discovered what a facial does. They may have been referred to you by someone and they just don't know what to do. They don't know what to expect. So I always like to listen to my client. I always like to ask them, so what are your goals? Ultimately, we cannot create a treatment plan over the phone. And that's when I always offer a consultation. If somebody is reluctant or they're not quite sure, I say, hey, why don't you come in for a free consultation and we'll take a look at your skin and go from there. That really makes them comfortable. And they're like, hey, okay, sure, I'm going to come in. And you're building that trust. Skincare is all about trust. People are using their products that they've been using for years and they love that formula. And they're like, I don't want to change it, whether it's healthy skin habits or not. It's all about trust for us. So after I've listened to them, then I explain my treatment, tell them if we book it, I tell them I will I will confirm with you the day before as well. When I'm confirming, I have a very detailed script. I find it easier to just save it in my notes on my PDA or your cell phone. And I say hello. I greet the client. I go, I'm just confirming your appointment tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Now, here's something that's very, very important. Everyone is busy. Who knows where they're coming from? Really, really important that you give specific check-in instructions. You let them know where parking is. Give them preparation that if it's meter parking, tell them that there's meter parking. If it's residential parking, if there's parking behind the building, this allows them to not feel lost or confused or in a rush, and it prepares them. I also let them know that if they have any questions, that they can call me, before, and I mentioned to arrive 10 to 15 minutes early so that they can check in comfortably and we can start our appointment on time. So after we've confirmed and they've booked their appointment, the next thing that we do is the client arrival. Now, this is where that 2-minute decision comes in if they're ever going to come back to you. And this is why our appearance is so important. So I'm going to stand up for this. Come back a little bit. So when my client arrives to the salon, because we're a full service salon and we're very, very big, when they come in, they may think that they're in the wrong place. So I always try, if I have time, to be at the front so that I can greet them and welcome them. So when my client comes in, I introduce myself immediately. I go, hello, Ashley. My name's Erica. I'm your esthetician. It's very nice to meet you today. The first thing that I do, I ask them where they parked. This is something that you need to pay attention to, because if you have meter parking and if your client is on your table, then you don't want them to get a ticket. So I always offer and ask where they parked. And if need be, I will go ahead and put a quarter in their meter for them. I ask them immediately, do they find the location okay, just to make them feel comfortable and build that trust with them. So after I greet them and they come in, I give them a tour. I let them know this is our bathroom. And then I walk them back to my treatment room. I show them the lounge area. I let them know that they're always welcome to arrive before their appointment. They can relax and unwind here. We have coffee, we have snacks, that they're welcome to be in this area. The next thing that I do after I've given them a tour, I offer them a glass of water so that they can relax. They might be thirsty, but again, this is just extending that customer service and that experience. The last thing that you want to happen is, while in the middle of your facial, your client has to use the restroom, or you have to get them a glass of water, or you have to go put change in the meter. We really don't want any interruptions, right? So now, after I've given them the tour, I welcome them in my treatment room. So I let them know, this is our treatment room. This is where we are going to be doing your facial today. I show them that I have a consultation form that I want them to complete. You'll be surprised, this can be overwhelming to some people. People don't like forms. They might feel consultation form. They might feel that we're getting too deep in their business. It may be something that they don't want to share with us. So I'm very specific. And I ask them, the first thing that I want you to do is to complete this consultation form. This is just going to ask me a few questions about your skin health so that I can better understand your needs. And then I give them specific instructions on what to do after. Many people do, again, they've never been here. They don't know what to do. They don't even understand that they need to lay on their back. So then what I do is I always have my gown hanging. I go, so after you complete your consultation form, I want you to change from your waist up. And I always use hand motions because people are not always listening. They may be nervous, they may be excited, or just communication, right? That's how it goes. So then I tell them that I want them to change from their waist up. I avoid using the terms take off, remove your clothes. You don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. You don't want to have any type of lawsuit coming back to you with someone saying that she told me to take off my clothes. She told me to remove my clothes. Although it may sound like something that's not a big deal, it's a very big word that can be miscommunicated. And I want my client to feel comfortable. So if they decide to leave on their bra strap, then I will bring it down their shoulder. If I come back in the room and I see that they put the gown over their clothing, I'll let them know. I'll go, we're going to be working on your chest. Are you comfortable with possible water or product? Again, I don't even emphasize and go into, oh, we're going to be working on your chest and neck area. Would you like to take off? It's totally up to them. We can work around their comfortability. As I'm also giving them instructions on how to change, I let them know that we're going to be working on their chest and their hands. If they don't mind, massage cream getting on their jewelry. And they go, oh, you know what? I'll take it off. I don't want to be liable for anything coming up missing or anything lost jewelry is very valuable. So I give them the option to take it off, or if they do or if they don't, I recommend that they can put it in their bag or they can put it on my shelf. The next thing that I do after I've given them changing instructions, then I give them instructions on how to prepare for their facial. I'm all about hand motions. So what I tell them is after I've told them to complete the consultation form, then they're going to change from their waist up. The next thing that I do, I tell them, then you're going to lay underneath the linen, not the sheets. Linen is exactly what it is, and it just sounds more spa. It's more of the industry term. And I use the word table because I have a massage table versus if you had a bed, then you would use bed. Clients don't know this, and some may, but this just helps you professionally and just will make you apart from the other person that they've been to. So after I give them the instructions, I go, the next thing that you're going to do is lay on your back underneath the linen. And you're going to bring your head up about here. Many people do not know that they are supposed to lay underneath the linen. Many people do not know that they're supposed to lay on their back. After I've given them instructions, I let them know that I'm going to give them some privacy for about 3 to 5 minutes. Instead of saying, oh, I'll be back, or go ahead and complete that and I'll knock on the door before I come in, I give them a specific time frame so that they know that they don't have all the time in the world, and that I'm going to be back. So they're expecting me. And then I exit out the room. Every time you enter the treatment room, you want to knock on the door. I always wait for a response from my client to say that they're ready. As well, although we're not supposed to ever leave our client alone in the treatment room for safety and professional reasons, let's say I accidentally left one of my enzymes in the refrigerator, then I'll let them know, Ashley, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go grab your mask out the freezer. Versus just getting up and walking away. If your client's laying on the bed, they're going to wonder where you went. It doesn't matter that they're asleep and that they don't hear you. You still want to say it because people love instructions and they love being informed of what they're doing. So after I come back in the room and I've introduced myself, this is where I kind of combine the treatments and the timing. This is when I go over, pause actually. Then I come back in and I ask them, are they comfortable? I go, are your legs okay? We adjust the bolster if we need to and make sure that they're nice and tight and snug. 9 times out of 10, they go, I'm perfect. So then as we're doing that, I'm also going over my consultation form. I'm looking for any type of contraindications or anything that they wrote down that will have to do with our service. And that's when I kind of go over those contraindications as I'm tucking them in. It helps to save time in your facial. Also, while I'm doing this, this is when I start the conversation about, so tell me about your current routine. Tell me about your skincare goals. They start chatting. They tell me what they want to see more or less of in their skin, which is another way to get a person to talk. You say more or less of, and then they say, oh, I want to see more brightness. I want to see more of a glow. I want to see less breakouts. It's just a professional way of communicating skincare goals without offending anybody and using the wrong term. So the next step that I do as we get ready to start the facial, and this is very important, and this is probably the #1 positive feedback that I get from my Yelp reviews and my clients is that I explained every single step. I guess this rule, you have to learn your clients. I have some clients that they've been with me from the beginning, and so they know we have a routine. And as you get to know a person, you may learn that they do like to be explained every step. If you have those clients that ask every step, don't ever skip it. Don't think that because this is the fourth time that you don't have to do it. It's better to just get in that habit. So I explain everything that I'm going to do. I say, first, we're going to start your cleanse. Say, this is a green tea antioxidant cleanser. I give a description of why I'm using this cleanser and what it does. And they're usually very, they're very in tune with what I'm saying because I use fruit and botanicals. They're always like, oh, it smells so good. Oh, that feels so good. Yada, yada, yada. Especially when we're using and using modalities. It's so important to tell what you're doing and why you're doing it. Anytime a person hears a unusual sound, they open their eyes and they're like, oh, what is that? For example, high frequency. It sounds obnoxious and it sounds scary, right? So just imagine if your eyes were closed and all of a sudden you just heard this and you got someone, it might startle them. It's so imperative that you explain your steps to your clients and let them know what you're doing so that they understand. This is also a really good way for you to build their trust and also give them their skin tips. So as I'm doing my exfoliation, I tell them, next we're going to exfoliate your skin. Do you have an exfoliator? They say yay or nay. And then I tell them why we exfoliate: to remove dead skin cells, to improve the texture and appearance of the skin. And I let my client know the best type of exfoliation for their skin type at that time and how often that they should do it. So as we've gone through the entire facial, when I'm done, they're more than likely asleep. I quietly tell them, Ashley, you're all done with your facial. Go ahead and stay relaxed for a minute. I like to use the word spa drunk because they're so relaxed and they're in this zen mood and just calm. So you don't want them to just hop back up and the bright lights. Everything is slow and intimate and soothing. After I'm done with their facial, I let them know, go ahead and relax. I offer them a glass of water again. They say yes, I get the water, then I bring it back. I slowly start to turn on my lights because their eyes have been closed and rested. And I don't want to startle them. Then when I come back in from giving them instructions to change, I come back in and the first question I ask them is, how does their skin feel? And they go, it feels amazing. At this time, I kind of do a summary of what we did in the treatment. Again, this lets them know that you just didn't put anything on their skin, that you were paying attention, and that you customized to what they needed. While they're on the table, 9 times out of 10, they really don't remember what you're saying. They don't hear you. So I do a quick little brief summary of what we've done. This is also a really good opportunity to book their next treatment. Instead of asking, oh, well, do you want to book your next treatment or when am I going to see you again? I like to say, I would love to see you in 4 to 6 weeks so that we can continue our treatment plan and reach your overall skincare goal. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, you know what? You're right. I'll be here. We're setting them up on a plan. Also, while I'm closing up my facial, this is the time that I give them a recommendation of their products. I don't have it right now, but what I do is I give them a check-off sheet from the back bar that I use, and I go, these are recommendations that I made for your skin. We used all of these products in your treatment today. I let them know how the order process goes. If they want to buy something, they are going to tell you that they want to. I know that a lot of our business comes from retail sales. And I don't ever want anyone to feel pressured. I'm confident that when they are done with their current brand or when they need to replenish, that they will come to me. And when I start to build their trust with them and we're reaching skincare goals, that they will see the effectiveness of the formulas that we're using, and they'll decide to purchase. And 9 times out of 10, it always works. It always works that way. After my client's treatment, I always do a follow-up text message. I'm a small business, so I know that some of us don't have time for that. But there's so many automated text messaging programs, and there's ways that you can do this. And this lets someone know that you care about them. And it's not common that people come someplace and they book a service and they get a follow-up and they get asked, how's your skin doing since your treatment? And this is so important, especially if you've done something like a chemical peel, or you did heavy extractions. They're at home and they're probably thinking like, man, why is my skin feeling like this? They have forgotten what you told them the aftercare was going to be. This is the perfect time to just reach out to them. I also include in this text message, I would love to hear about your service. And I include my Yelp link. That way that without asking for reviews, I know that can be uncomfortable. I just kind of have it naturally flow in my follow-up text message. And sometimes I don't always hear from my clients, but that's why I put the Yelp review and I go, I would love to hear from you. Usually I get a response and I go, oh, thank you so much. My skin's feeling great. Matter of fact, I want to order the green tea cleanser. Or actually, I was just thinking about booking my next appointment. Everything goes hand in hand, and that's how you build the relationship with your client and you build that overall trust. I guess that is it all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys found this little review and these tips helpful. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. You can also reach me on all my social media platforms at Rue Butte. That's ROUXBEAUTE. I love to inspire people to be the best versions of themselves. I love to build professional friends and a professional network. So I'm there for all my SD sisters and SD bros. And I wish you guys all much success in your business. And thank you, SD Spot, for having me. This is the Skin Games competition. I am Team Esthetician Connection. That is a professional network on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, that I inspire you guys all to join. It has been crucial to my career. Sherry Flash, she does an amazing job at having sales, and it's just a great professional network where you can build everlasting relationships. The Skin Games is an international skin game competition. You guys should check them out at theskingames.com, where you have the opportunity to showcase your best talent. I'm in the holistic category, so you guys can go on YouTube and also watch all of the competitors, and hopefully we'll see you next year in the competition. I hope you guys all enjoyed this and have a wonderful Saturday. Bye-bye.